Hey, you got the wedding invitation, right? You're definitely coming to my wedding, right? After all, Grace, you're my best friend, right? It's going to be amazing! I can't wait for you to see how perfect everything is! I can't believe this. How can you contact me like this? After everything that happened, you have the audacity to send me a wedding invitation? And best friend? What's that? Did you forget what you did to me? What did I do? Come on, Grace, don't be so dramatic about everything. My wedding is decided, so you could at least be happy for me, right? We've been friends since high school, but you're being way too cold. Marriage? You mean you're marrying Mike? You've only been dating for 3 months, right? Ew, what? Do you still have feelings for him? That's scary. Grace, get over it already. He chose me. Grace, Mike dumped you 2 months ago. Are you still playing wife? I never said anything like that. I just asked a question. Mike fell in love with me, so sorry for you. He said I'm way better than you. More fun, more attractive, more everything. Grace, sorry, but good luck with your poor life. Poor life? I don't want to hear that from an outsider like you. You have no idea what my life is like, Sarah. I'm already married to Mike. We're officially husband and wife now. Isn't that great that we became a married couple? Why are you asking me that? Why would I think it's great that you married my ex-husband? This whole conversation is insane, Sarah. I thought you would be happy for me, but that's disappointing. I mean, we were friends for so long, since high school, remember? My dress change outfit is custom made. Come see it. I'd be happy if you showed your loser face as entertainment for our wedding. Everyone would get such a kick out of seeing the ex-wife there. Inviting an ex-wife to a wedding is crazy, I think. Besides, you stole him from me just 2 months ago. Who would want to see such a disaster? At least, I don't want to get involved. I have better things to do with my time. I guess appearing as a loser is embarrassing. Well, you actually are a loser, so can't help it. I mean, look at the situation. I got your husband, and I'm having the wedding of my dreams. What do you have? Nothing. What's with this? Loser this, loser that. You seem desperate to stand above me and look down on me, but don't you think that's pointless? This isn't a win-lose situation, and honestly, I don't even want to hear about this anymore. The fact that you need to constantly put me down to feel good about yourself is pretty telling. I understand. You're frustrated. I get those feelings too, but thanks to everything, I'm very happy. My ring is amazing too. It has a huge diamond. People around me keep asking about this ring. I answer, it's a crystal of our love. Thanks to you disappearing, I'm so happy. My life is going to be absolutely perfect from now on. Good for you. Well then. Wait, don't hang up on me yet. I married into a wealthy landowner family. It's absolutely the best. Huh? Wealthy landowner? What are you talking about? Sarah, what exactly did Mike tell you? No way! You were married for 3 years and didn't know about this? Grace, you're even more clueless than I thought. Actually, Mike is from a wealthy landowner family, so he has incredibly vast land, and the land's potential is unlimited. There are even development plans coming up too. I'm planning to personally inspect the site before and after the wedding as the bride. I'm going to be so rich. We're talking about millions and millions of dollars worth of land. Inspect? I don't understand what you're saying, but I don't think Mike's family has that kind of land. Ah, Grace, too bad. You didn't know. But I've already confirmed it. The land clearly had the Wilson name on it, so I know Mike is a wealthy landowner. He said it's family related, so he doesn't know the details, but Mike's guaranteed rich life is confirmed. Wilson? What are you talking about? It might be hard for you to accept this, finding out the husband who dumped you was actually rich. And you just let him go, without even fighting for him. Sorry, I was the one chosen. I was smart enough to see his potential. I might not need to say this, but Sarah, I think you're misunderstanding something major. Huh? Misunderstanding what? I'm at the peak of happiness here, so don't interfere, okay? The loser can just cry tears of frustration. Wow, but you really didn't know Mike was a wealthy landowner? Grace, that's why you got dumped. You weren't paying proper attention to your husband. If you had been a better wife, maybe you would have known about the family fortune. But now it's all mine, every single acre. That's none of your business, Sarah. It has nothing to do with you. Well, I'm in a good mood today, so I'll apologize. Sorry for stealing and marrying the wealthy landowner husband. Now I'm set for life. All the land I can see is mine. But that land doesn't exist anymore. Well, not in the way you think it does. Huh? What do you mean it doesn't exist? Oh, you mean you have no rights to it anymore? Sorry, but you are a stranger now, so you definitely have no rights. It's become Mike and my land. Cheer for our future development plans. I can't wait to see your face when we're millionaires! So, about that development plan, the land doesn't exist anymore. To be precise, I decided to proceed with the plan myself, so the land Mike thinks will become his doesn't exist anymore. Sarah, I think it's time someone explained the real situation to you. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean it's become yours? What are you saying? I don't know if Mike lied and hid it, or if you just misunderstood and assumed it yourself, but there's no land that Mike claims is his. If we're talking about the land I think you mean, it's the development project site, but Mike is already being removed from that project, and his resignation is decided for next month. Shouldn't Mike be frantically job hunting right about now? Unless he hasn't told you about that either. Wait, what meaningless things are you saying? Mike becoming unemployed is impossible. He's the son of a wealthy landowner, guaranteed rich for life. You're just jealous and making things up. Why would he need to job hunt when he owned so much land? So that's what you believed. Maybe that's why you specifically targeted stealing him from me? If so, then what's unfortunate is what's in your head. Going after money, targeting wealth, even getting married for it, only to end up poor anyways. Honestly, pretty pathetic. Huh? Are you making fun of me? How dare you say such things? Oh, is this what they call a sore loser's howling? Well, I don't need to say anything more. Why don't you ask Mike directly? Ask him about the Wilson family land ownership. Ask him about his job situation. I don't know if he'll tell you the truth, though.
I got a call from Mike. He asked what's happening with the land project. That guy. Sorry if it's rude since he's your ex-husband, but he's really an idiot.
Yeah, I know that very well, so feel free to say it. He contacted you, David, so maybe he really still thinks it's his land.
Might be. The moment he divorced you like that, he should have known his future was over. Some people have no shame.
That's a bit harsh. But honestly, I'm not surprised he's still delusional about this.
He called saying his wife wants to see the site tomorrow, asking me to set it up. Said she's very interested in the family business.
Wife? That's Sarah, right? Maybe he panicked after Sarah said something. I wonder what exactly he told her.
So, I decided to set it up. I'll make time to meet with them tomorrow.
Huh? But Mike has no rights to the land anymore.
That's exactly what I'm gonna tell him clearly in front of his new wife. Grace, you're like a sister to me and was humiliated this much? I won't stay quiet about it. It's time someone set the record straight. I want to see their faces when they realize the truth.
David, thank you, even though you're busy. You're the capable person handling all our family's land management, doing everything, so I feel bad, but I appreciate you taking the time for this.
Don't be reserved. Family is everything to me. You're an important cousin, like a sister to me. Besides, I've been annoyed for a while. He has no abilities but acts superior to you. thinking he could inherit everything just by being your husband. I'm also pissed about him betraying his wife, cheating, and casually remarrying.
Thank you for getting angry as if it were about yourself. I'm thinking of moving forward and progressing, but since such contact came, I have no choice, you know. Well, I'll leave them to you, Big Brother David. Please take care of it. Hey, I heard from that cousin guy of yours. What do you mean the land is yours, not Mike's? And the company that he'll probably have to quit soon. What's going on? Why am I the only one who doesn't understand the situation? You don't understand? Why don't you get it? I think it was already properly explained by David. David Newman is my cousin who handles our land management. Didn't he properly respond to and explain this ridiculous request from you and Mike? He's very thorough when it comes to business matters. Yeah, he did explain, but I don't understand his explanation. That's why this is happening. He said all these incomprehensible things. He was talking so fast and using all these legal terms. Mike's family should be landowners too, but he said something meaningless like, Mike's family has been in a position of renting land from the Wilson family since long ago. That doesn't make any sense. If they're renting, how can Mike inherit it? So I said, the Wilson family is Mike's family, right? But he said, Wilson is Grace's maiden name. I mean, doesn't that sound crazy? What's crazy? You were high school classmates, so you should know that my name is Grace Wilson. What's new about that? But Mike is Wilson, right? So the land with Wilson written on it should be Mike's. Are you panicking so much you don't know what you're saying? This is all so confusing. When Mike and I were married, Mike took my family name. He became Wilson because he took my surname. Huh? So really? Mike isn't the heir to a landowner family? I've never heard such a story. If Mike said that, then you were lied to. Well, but it might not be a lie, from his perspective. He has a talent for twisting the truth to make himself look better. What do you mean? Are you saying he deliberately deceived me? Learning that his family's land is partially owned by a major landowner, then falsely claiming it as his own. That's his sneaky personality. What? So that's what David meant? That Mike's family land is just rented from the Wilson family? Then that development land we thought was ours. Of course, you were told clearly today, right? I will be proceeding with that land's development project. Mike had hopes of inheriting our business, so he was involved with our business a little, but now that he's divorced me, he won't be involved anymore. That should have been made clear. But he still thinks he's part of the project? If so, I'd be surprised. No way! So he's being removed from the business too? Wait, what business? What about my wedding? You seem to be in quite a panic. It's the business I started, with David Newman cooperation too. Mike wanted to help with that business, so he quit his job to help with our affairs. But honestly, continuing to employ my ex-husband after that kind of breakup is tough. So we decided to dismiss him with proper notice. 1 month left until the grace period ends, so I hope he finds employment soon. We notified him 3 months ago, so legally, there's no problem. We've been more than fair about the whole situation. What? Are you serious? So Mike will really be unemployed in just 1 month? I told everyone I was marrying rich. I don't know. Depends on if he's found another job. Has he been job hunting? You should probably ask him. The wealthy landowner family thing is a lie? Renting and living on a wealthy landowner's land is true, though. He just conveniently left out the renting part. That's completely different! Renting land from a landowner? That means he's just an ordinary person! He's not an heir! I was deceived! How could he do this to me? I can't help if you were deceived. Well, the wedding is with a custom dress, right? Be happy! I have no intention of going, but enjoy yourselves.
When I explained properly, she looked like a pigeon hit by a pea shooter. The wife, she's your former friend, right? She kept asking the same questions over and over like she couldn't process it.
Probably. She seemed completely unprepared. Looks like she was taken in by Mike's casual lies. Sarah is Sarah too, and both are getting what they deserve. Friend is just saying we were just classmates. She called us best friends, but I never trusted her. I never thought she'd do something this terrible, though.
Right. Normally, even if you're not that close, you wouldn't think of stealing a friend's spouse. What was so good about that idiot? I have no idea.
You wouldn't understand, Big Brother David, and neither do I.
I'm already processing the dismissal paperwork, so he barely comes to the office anymore. He even asked me to introduce him to his next job. To me! The audacity of this guy never ceases to amaze me.
Ew, knowing you're my relative, he still had the nerve to ask that? Some people have no shame at all.
Probably because he's that desperate. He was talking about wedding costs and seemed like he didn't want his wife to find out.
Huh? What do you mean he doesn't want the wedding cost to be found out? Hey, Mike said something terrible. I don't know what to do anymore. Why are you still contacting me? What do you want from me? Haven't you caused enough problems already? There's no one else I can talk to, so I have no choice. Mike said he's a wealthy landowner's heir, so no problem. But he hasn't paid the full wedding costs yet. The venue is asking for the remaining balance, and it's a lot of money. When the wedding venue contacted us, I confronted him and he confessed. He says it's not an amount he can pay, but I've already invited everyone. Sounds tough, but it has nothing to do with me, so please discuss it between yourselves as a married couple. This is what marriage is about, dealing with problems together. You know this is partly your fault too. Huh? How is it my fault? You're the one who pursued a married man. You're the one who convinced him to leave his wife. I never expected things to turn out like this. You should have explained to me properly before divorcing that this man has no assets, that I wouldn't have needed to steal him from you. What are you going to do about this? I've already told everyone. That's quite the grudge. What did you tell everyone? I told them I'm marrying a wealthy landowner so I can live luxuriously and can't continue this temporary job anymore. I've already told my company. They threw me a farewell party and everything. I didn't know you were in a position to fire Mike, but you don't need to fire him, right? Don't you have any compassion? Can't you just keep him employed for my sake? Compassion? For a man who, despite being married, cheated with my former classmate, brought her to our house where I found them together, boldly confessed to the affair, and instead of reflecting and apologizing, casually asked for divorce to remarry? I don't have any compassion for him. Well, that was because I told him to. It wasn't just Mike who said that. I thought you two weren't happy anyway. I was doing you a favor by taking him off your hands. Yeah, I know, but we're divorced now, so it's not my concern. I just don't feel like working with him anymore, and if he were capable, it'd be different, but he's incompetent with high pride. There's no more merit in working together. The land, even being a major landowner, isn't all benefits, so I'm proceeding with sales and business development, and my business is doing well, so I'm not interested in you two. I have my own life to live. Huh, you're just going to abandon us like that? You're okay with me and my husband becoming unemployed? Don't you feel any guilt about us being left on the streets? We could end up homeless. Guilt? Why? Well, I think serves you right. You made your choices. Now live with the consequences. What kind of way is that to talk? The wedding is in danger at this rate. This is the worst. I've been planning this for months. If you don't have money, just cancel the wedding. That's all. Either way, classmates and mutual friends won't come, right? Everyone participated in my wedding too, so they said it'd be too awkward to attend. People don't like supporting home wreckers. Is that why only 2 RSVPs came back? I don't know how many you sent, but 2 is really... That's seriously unpopular. Did you really think people would celebrate your affair? We don't have wedding costs, but it was my dream to have one. And when I got mad about that, he got angry back at me. He said the little savings he had left were used by me. I never thought he only had that much in savings. You mean you touched Mike's money? Yeah, but that's natural, right? We're getting married and I'm quitting my job. Mike should cover future living expenses. You wouldn't be criticized for using living expenses. You probably splurged on yourself. It wasn't splurging. It was investment. I just invested in beauty. If I don't become beautiful, the wedding would be meaningless, right? I got my hair done, my nails, bought new clothes, got treatments. A bride has to look perfect. I don't know what to say. Oh, right, about that ring you were bragging about. I wore it too, for about 3.5 years. I was wondering when you'd figure that out. Huh? What are you saying? I saw what you posted on social media, and I noticed. It's the same as the engagement ring I had. Well, I took it off during housework since it's big, and I didn't do anything to damage it much, so it's natural you wouldn't notice. I always took good care of it. What are you saying? This is what Mike got from me. You already know, right? That Mike doesn't have the money to buy such a big diamond now. When I got it, it was on loan too. I thought the payments were finished, but this worked out well. Good thing it's a durable ring. At least you're getting some use out of it. This is unbelievable. My engagement ring is second-hand. An engagement ring from his previous wife? Unbelievable. I don't want this man. I'm returning him to you. Take him back. I don't want any of this anymore. You don't need to return him. To me, both you and Mike are strangers. Now you finally understand which one of us was the real loser. Enjoy your prize, Sarah.
What a persistent guy. He kept saying he wanted to meet you. Even when I told him you have no intention of reconciling, he was bowing down begging. I sent him away, but that was okay, right?
Yeah, since he's already left the company, there's no need to meet. You could have just left it to security, but thank you for handling it personally. I don't want to see him ever again.
That woman and him ended up separating right away, apparently. If he's saying he wants to get back with you, that's what it means, right? He seemed pretty desperate when I saw him. Kept talking about making mistakes and wanting another chance.
Really, what a foolish person to the end. It's best to avoid any involvement going forward. He made his choices, now he has to live with them.
Yeah, that's right. Let's grow the family business. Let's work hard together. We have some exciting projects coming up.
Thank you, Big Brother David. I'm counting on you going forward, too. After that, I completely blocked Sarah and Mike. Mike came to the company several times, but security contacted the police. He was warned, and after that, he seemed to give up and stopped coming. From what I heard through rumors, Sarah and Mike divorced within a month. After the divorce, Sarah was abandoned by her family too, became a laughingstock in her hometown, couldn't return to her workplace, had nowhere to go, and apparently disappeared. Mike has no job either, and apparently had to pay the high wedding cancellation fees himself, which was quite tough. His family also called him a disgrace, cut ties with him, and now he's desperately job hunting. Hearing about their current situations sounds tough, but I don't feel sorry for them at all. They're just receiving the consequences of their own actions, so I can only say it's their own fault. As for me, I'm putting all my effort into developing the business. I'm working well with Big Brother David as a business partner, and now I'm likely to start dating someone he introduced me to. I want to continue without losing sight of what's important. Building a new house in his 30s. My son really is impressive. Oh, Dorothy, if you want to brag about your son, please do it elsewhere. I'm busy now. Such a rude daughter-in-law who never visits. I actually forgot your name. I think it was something like Dummy. It's Amy. At 65, you've finally forgotten your daughter-in-law's name? Isn't it a bit early to be getting senile? Ah, yes. It was such an ordinary, unremarkable name. Amy, the inconsiderate daughter-in-law who hates her mother-in-law and never visits. Being called inconsiderate by an insensitive mother-in-law who doesn't realize why she's disliked is quite an honor. You've been so distant that I nearly forgot you existed, but you're still the same rude and insolent daughter-in-law. I'm relieved nothing has changed. I'm also relieved that your forgetfulness isn't age-related. I'd hate for you to come crawling to me asking for care. I'd rather be homeless than depend on you in my old age. That's a relief to hear. Why don't you start scouting park benches now? You, living rent-free in the house my son built, could never imagine the loneliness of a woman who lost her husband and lives alone. You're right. I have no intention of imagining it, so I don't understand it one bit. Normal daughters-in-law show more respect to their mothers-in-law. What kind of upbringing creates someone like this? Gorillas? Wild monkeys? Wild boars? Even though you've met my parents, you deliberately mention animals. Truly the legend of mean mothers-in-law. It gives me chills. When you first got married, you used to say, "I'm sorry, and I'll be careful." You were a more obedient daughter-in-law then. How did it come to this? I realized that the more submissive I was, the more I got bullied. No matter how considerate I was, I got snide remarks and was excluded from family dinners and trips. So when you complain now about me being distant or not visiting, from my perspective, I honestly couldn't care less. What a small-minded woman, still holding grudges about things from 5 years ago. I certainly can't match your generous spirit. Creating a 70-kilogram vessel must have taken considerable effort. Weight jokes won't work on me. Even sumo wrestlers are thin in their early 30s. You'll become like this when you age. Make sure to write down today's words and hang them on the wall so you don't forget. There you go again. Always calligraphy this, calligraphy that. You're not even a calligrapher. Shut up! I don't have time for any idle chatter. That's right. What do you want? If it's more bragging about your precious son Scotty building a house, I've heard enough. That's not it. I'm coming to see the house next weekend. How typical of you to make it a done deal. Normal people would ask, is that convenient? But you wouldn't know about that. However, I'll be away on a company trip that day, so please reschedule the date. I don't need you there anyway. Actually, it would be better without you. I don't want you coming when I'm not there to touch this and that, especially having someone in my kitchen is absolutely unacceptable. So please, choose another day. Who do you think you are? You're just borrowing the kitchen in the house my son built. You're basically like a housekeeper. Don't go around saying, "It's my kitchen," when you're in that position. Dorothy, you seem ignorant, so let me educate you. Houses are marital property. They can only be built and maintained through the cooperation of both spouses. This is common knowledge in modern times. Didn't you know? Anyway, I'm coming as planned. Whether it's a company trip or an affair trip, do whatever you like. I'll tell my husband not to let you inside that day, but feel free to look at the exterior. What a nasty woman! I learned from the best. Take that cat with you, too. I don't understand what's so great about such an unfriendly animal. You know that's impossible, right? And Scott will take good care of him. Besides, since you won't be allowed inside, the cat is none of your business, right? Are you really not going to let me in? That's right! You're the worst daughter-in-law. You'll definitely go to hell. Let's see who gets there first. Ugh, my blood pressure is rising. Did you hear from your mother? She wants to come see the house.
She sent a text message earlier. I haven't replied yet.
She's saying next week, but I have a company trip, so please tell her no. Another day would be fine.
Got it. I'd be in trouble if she came when you're not here, too.
Good. if you let her in anyway, I won't forgive you. You haven't forgotten about that incident when we were newlyweds, right?
She threw away all the organic seasonings you carefully collected and replaced them with supermarket brands?
She said famous brands taste stronger and better, or something. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry. I had spices from all over the world that I collected over time.
Your curry made with those spices was seriously delicious.
Also, she put that tacky patchwork floral cover on our sofa.
Ah, the one that's been at my family home since I was born.
And she put those weird round covers on doorknobs that didn't even fit the shape.
That was rough. They served no purpose.
This time, it's our new home that we carefully created together. Are you okay with it being contaminated by patchwork and doorknob covers again?
No way.
Are you okay with shopping district calendars being hung in every room?
I hate that.
Do you want a wooden bear placed in the entrance?
That would be a problem.
Then stop her with everything you've got!
Leave it to me.
You understand why I reject your mother so completely, right?
Yeah, because when you miscarried, she said, "What a defective womb."
It's fine for you to cherish your mother. In fact, I want you to do it fully since I can't. I just want to avoid involvement with her as much as possible.
I understand. That's why we moved more than 2 hours away from my family home and built our house here.
As long as you stay on my side, I think things will work out. So don't betray me.
I understand.
Don't forget to take care of Luke either. Food and litter box, please.
Okay, where's the cat's food again?
In the back cupboard of the kitchen.
Ah, right. Leave it to me.
I'm back from the trip and tired, and I want to see my cat soon, but I'm too scared to enter the house. Why? Because I see the shadow of an old woman who shouldn't be there in the living room. That's me. I'm not a ghost, so don't worry. You're scarier than a ghost and more troublesome. This is different from our agreement, isn't it? Why are you here? I came to see the new house, obviously. I asked you to not come when I wasn't here. I told my husband very, very, very firmly. So why? Well, he's not the kind of child who would turn away his mother who came from so far away. How many nights have you stayed? I've been here since Friday night, so 2 nights. You're going home today, right? What time is your train? No, I'm thinking of extending my stay a few days. Excuse me? I was so happy to see my son after so long. Is that okay? A few days is fine, but may I confirm one thing? What? You haven't touched anything in the house, right? Don't worry, I didn't throw away any seasonings. Good. Basically, I didn't touch anything, but I did put covers on a few things. Covers, you say? You know how the doorknob shapes didn't match the covers at your old place, so I made elongated ones to fit modern door shapes. Dorothy, why do you have such a compulsion to put covers on everything? Because it's unsanitary, isn't it? Lots of people touch those places. We have photocatalytic coating, so it's fine. What's that? Some kind of religion? How questionable to spend money on such suspicious things as a wife. It's cleaner than doorknob covers. You didn't put covers on anything else, right? Just the sofa. There it is. Once people reach a certain age, they can't resist putting covers on things. Please, remove everything immediately. Why? This way the sofa won't get dirty and will last longer. I appreciate the sentiment. I understand not wanting it to get dirty, but we care about the appearance too. I understand. Since you hated the floral patchwork last time, I chose one with lots of little bears this time. No bears. I mean, bears aren't bad, but no bears. Final confirmation. Did you bring shopping district calendars?
Yes, lots of them. From the pharmacy, sweets shop, and tea shop. Your calendar is no good. The print is too small and you can't write anything on it.
That's how we like it. That's exactly how we want it.
Even your clock doesn't make noise, so I brought our wall clock from home.
This is bad. I'm too scared to go inside.
You have souvenirs, right? Hurry up and come in.
Stop talking like it's your own house. Where is my husband? I don't see his car.
He said he was going out somewhere.
Excuse me for a moment. Can we talk?
What?
We made such a clear promise, so what's going on?
She just showed up suddenly, so what could I do?
I get it. I'm not heartless enough to ask you to turn away your mother who came from far away, and that's not what we discussed.
Then what?
Why did you give your mother free rein to do whatever she wanted?
A ridiculous amount of boxes arrived a few hours after she got here. I figured she brought stuff again and managed to stop her until this morning. But when I woke up this morning, the whole house had completely changed, like a dramatic makeover show.
This isn't what an amazing transformation. Why didn't you change it back?
I tried, but she kept saying this is how it should be, this is cleaner, and wouldn't listen to me at all.
So you just ran away?
I was suffering too, caught in the middle. Seeing all the furniture and interior we carefully chose turned into a retro-feeling house in an instant. Knowing how devastated you'd be seeing it, I couldn't bear to stay home.
I can imagine how bad it is, which is why I can't bring myself to go inside. I'm tired from traveling.
Be brave and go in.
You're the one saying that? Stop running away and come home! Your mother was excited to see you after so long, so I won't be angry this time.
Really?
She said she's extending her stay a few days, so why don't you spend time with her?
Got it. Thanks.
Wait,
What?
the cat litter box has been put outside.
That was another source of conflict. She kept complaining it was smelly and unsanitary.
And where's Luke?
He should be inside the house.
Then how is he using the bathroom?
I don't know.
This is unbelievable. I need to put it back in its usual place right away. I'm going to have a battle with your mother. Come back quickly and stop us, or there might be bloodshed.
I'll be right home.
Dorothy, can you use Google search?
Of course, don't be ridiculous.
Then could you search few days meaning?
It says a vague term referring to about 2 to 3 days or 5 to 6 days.
Right? Then isn't your definition of few days strange? It's been 6 months since you came to see the new house.
It also says the number of days varies by person and meanings differ by dictionary. For me, 6 months is a few days.
The amount of boxes was strange from the start, wasn't it? That's not the amount for a few days' stay.
Is that so? I have a lot of clothes, so I brought too many.
Did you plan this from the beginning?
Of course not. But my son said it's fun having you around, so I'll just live here forever.
Excuse me?
I've been living here for 6 months already, so we're practically cohabitating anyway. Let's continue living together.
I've been asking, aren't you going home yet every other day, haven't I? You've been making excuses for 6 months. My stomach hurts, so I'll go when it's better. Oh, there's a drama I want to watch today, so I'll go tomorrow.
What's wrong with that? You kept nagging me, so I removed the doorknob and sofa covers and threw away the calendars. What more do you want?
The problem is staying here under the pretense of visiting.
My son seems happy, so we can all live together as a family of 3.
Impossible.
I heard from my son that you're still holding a grudge about the miscarriage. You sure hold on to things. My hatred for you has accumulated so much that incident pales in comparison.
You talk back just as much, so you can't be feeling any stress, right?
That's not the point. I can't stand the harassment you do when Scott isn't looking.
What did I do?
There has never been hot water in the tub when I wanted to take a bath.
Really?
When I ask you to buy cake when you go out, you always bring back exactly 2 pieces.
I just made a mistake.
$10 has been disappearing from my wallet every day recently.
Isn't it your imagination?
When I switched to cashless to be careful about my money, my bag and accessories disappeared as well.
How dangerous.
I went to a pawn shop 1 block further since the nearby one was too close and found them there.
Oh.
The shop owner said a chubby old lady sold them.
It must have been a fat burglar.
Are you still denying it? The shop has security cameras and said they'd release footage if police requested.
I heard somewhere that theft between cohabiting family members is okay.
What? So you're saying it's okay?
Look, this is the city, right? There are lots of delicious restaurants and I need money. Besides, I'm brightening up the house with my smile, so it's even, right?
Your silver fillings don't brighten the house.
Say whatever you want. I'm having fun every day. A lovely town, a lovely house, and living with my beloved son. Don't tell me to leave.
Fine, then I'll take my cat and leave.
Really? Is that okay?
Go ahead, you two be happy together.
Yay! I'm so happy. I'll gratefully live here.
I'm sick of my husband saying I'll kick her out eventually and keeping things vague every time I complain. I'm done with that guy anyway.
Say whatever you want. As long as I get the house and my son, I don't care.
I'll pack just my essentials and leave, but let me tell you something important.
What?
I'm actually the one who built this house.
What do you mean? Wasn't it my son?
Let me tell you about your precious son's true nature. 2 years into our marriage, he accumulated $30,000 in gambling debts. After that, he had an affair with a married woman and was charged $20,000 in damages. She was his boss's daughter, so he got fired for an absurd reason.
What?
I covered all the money, and he's paying me back monthly from his part-time wages.
Part-time?
He works at a convenience store behind the station.
No way!
Do you understand now? That man couldn't build a house.
But how are you earning so much?
These days, you can do anything with just a computer. I trade stocks and cryptocurrency, and I have several YouTube channels.
But you work full-time.
Our company allows side jobs, so it's cheaper tax-wise to have company insurance and put Scott as my dependent.
Unbelievable! So when Scott went to work every day...
Yes, to his part-time job at the convenience store.
But he got a job at a respectable company.
As I just explained, he was fired long ago.
A woman built this house and we're living here for free?
That's correct.
But you just said you'd leave.
Yes, I thought I'd give it to you if you want it so badly.
Is that okay?
In exchange, please pay the mortgage together.
That's not what we agreed.
Why did you think you could live here for free?
I'm elderly. You should treat me with more respect.
You get angry when treated like an old person, but when it's convenient, suddenly you're elderly.
A part-time son and unemployed me can't pay that.
Then give me back the house. I'll wait until you finish moving.
Where are you going?
I have a studio apartment I rented for work, so I'll sleep there.
How much money do you have?
Let me know when you've moved your stuff out. Excuse me?
I was wrong. I'll make Mom go home, so please come back.
You should be ashamed that you couldn't say those words for 6 months.
I was definitely wrong for neglecting the situation, but I couldn't exactly drag her out by the neck.
Then how are you going to get her to leave?
I thought we'd rent a nearby apartment for her.
What?
She seems to like this town.
So if I said I liked Hawaii, you'd rent me a place there?
That's impossible, but when people get older, they worry about their legs getting weak.
Your mother is still spry.
Anyway, could you compromise with that?
Who's paying for that apartment?
I'll work more shifts and do my best, but I'd appreciate some help from you too.
Why should I help a liar?
What do you mean?
Listen, you were pretending to be annoyed by your mother, but you were secretly getting ear cleanings from her at night.
Huh?
Also, you canceled your mother's apartment and moved her residency here without permission.
Huh?
Which means, even if we kick your mother out, she has no home to return to.
How do you know everything?
Watching a stubborn mother-in-law and a wishy-washy son, I obviously got suspicious and investigated.
It's not like that! I thought it was wasteful to pay rent on an apartment she wasn't using!
I don't want to hear any excuses. I can't forgive you two for thinking you could fool me and conspiring behind my back.
Sorry!
I told your mother too. I'm giving you the house, so you two can live happily together.
Don't say that! You know I can't pay the house mortgage on my part-time wages?
You are going to rent a nearby apartment, right? Live there together.
I won't leave!
Don't think you can continue after making such a fool of me.
Is this really worth getting so angry about? A mother-in-law stayed a little long and her son took her side a little, that's all!
Do you think I'm this angry over just that?
Is there something else? I haven't gambled, borrowed money, or cheated since then. Oh, I did go to slots once.
Thanks for confessing, but that's not it. You and your mother were kicking Luke.
What?
The pet camera.
We had one of those?
I installed it 6 months ago when I was worried about my work trip. You took good care of him then, so I didn't check it again. But yesterday, when I left the house, I reviewed the recent footage, and my blood ran cold.
Oh, no!
When he meowed a little, you yelled, "Shut up," and kicked him. Then your mother said, No, you have to do it harder," and kicked him again.
It was all recorded?
I couldn't stop crying. You know how much I treasure him, yet you could do such a thing.
It's not like that! Mom said if you don't hit dogs and cats to discipline them, they won't understand!
Don't believe someone who seems to have time traveled straight from the old era.
Sorry!
And stop blaming others.
Huh?
I knew you were stressed, unable to get out of part-time work, and caught between your wife and mother. I knew job hunting wasn't going well, and it was painful.
Yeah!
But that doesn't excuse taking it out on the cat like a loser.
I was wrong! I'll never do it again, so please forgive me!
Impossible.
Don't say that!
I thought I could manage an appropriate distance with your mother, even with arguments. I even thought that if she eventually couldn't move around or had no choice, cohabitation would be unavoidable.
Really?
But I can't live with people who lie, deceive, squat illegally, and hurt what's precious to me, so let's get divorced.
You want a divorce over kicking a cat?
Huh? What if this were a child?
I obviously wouldn't do that!
Legally, animals are treated as property, but Luke is family to me, as precious as a child.
I'll think of him that way from now on.
You always called Luke's food cat feed.
Did I?
It's fine. That's factually correct. Nothing wrong with it. Some people might think I'm weird for treating a cat like a human. But I always hated that somehow. Not logically, just emotionally.
I never had pets!
That doesn't make kicking okay.
Honestly, I never found him cute. He doesn't get attached to me and always hisses.
Then go live happily with your mother who's attached to you and makes noise instead of hissing.
Are we really divorcing over something like this?
You might see this as just one or two reasons, but various things accumulated and led to this end.
But
I'll give you 2 weeks. Move out by then.
that's impossible. I can't live in an apartment now.
I hope someday you'll find good work, build a proper house, and let your mother live there. That would be real filial piety.
Wait, the house is marital property too, right?
That's why I'm giving you 2 weeks to live here.
Is my contribution worth only 2 weeks?
Give my regards to your mother. We'll never meet again.
I'll kick Mom out, so at least let me stay.
2 weeks later, they both moved out and the divorce was finalized. Luke has since suffered from skin problems and gastritis. When the vet asked if anything stressful happened, I became even more unable to forgive those two. I have no regrets. They apparently rented an apartment they could afford with part-time wages and pension on the other side of the station. I wish they weren't in the same town. I demanded $10,000 for Luke's medical bills and emotional distress, plus $50,000 for the debt repayment I covered. When they screamed, "We can't pay this," and stormed over, I immediately called the police. They were taken away in a police car. The house is a bit too big for just Luke and me, but we're living happily and peacefully, surrounded by our favorite decor. Thank you so much for today. Really, I just had to say how grateful I am for the amazing gift you sent for Faith. It was so thoughtful of you, even though I know you must be busy taking care of baby Sam. Please, you don't need to go out of your way like this. I mean it. Next time, you visiting us and saying hi would be enough.
Wait, Kate, what are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Mel. Don't be shy. You don't have to pretend. Dave brought over that big teddy bear earlier today, remember? He said it was from you. It's huge and adorable. Faya was absolutely thrilled. She said it felt like it was her birthday all over again.
A teddy bear?
Yes, a big fluffy one, almost half her size. Dave said you were too embarrassed to accept thanks, but honestly, after something that generous, I felt I had to call and say something. Faya hasn't let go of it since she saw it.
Kate, I'm really sorry, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. I did hear that Dave stopped by your place today, but I never gave him any teddy bear. I didn't even know he was bringing something. Are you sure it wasn't a gift from your parents or someone else?
No, I'm sure. He clearly said you sent it. I even asked him twice, and he said it's from Mel. She's just being shy, so don't worry about thanking her. You really didn't?
No, if I were going to give something to Faya, I'd bring it myself. You know me, I'm not one to hide behind someone else when it comes to gifts. This doesn't sit right. Let me talk to Dave about it. I'm sorry it's gotten a bit confusing.
No, don't apologize. I feel bad now, like I've dragged you into something weird. I just wanted to say thank you. I didn't mean to start anything.
No, you absolutely did the right thing, Kate. If someone said a gift was from me, I'd want to know. And I'm glad you brought it up, really. It's just strange. That teddy bear sounds like something I would buy, honestly. But I swear I didn't.
That's why I didn't question it. It seemed exactly like something you'd pick out for her. You know Faith's taste so well, but now I don't know what to think.
Don't worry, I'll get to the bottom of it. It might just be Dave trying to be sweet and not wanting the credit, but still, he shouldn't use my name without asking. If it was him who picked it out, I'd at least like to know why he said it was from me.
Right. I mean, it's not a big deal, just odd. I trust you, Mel. That's why I'm surprised.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Let me talk to Dave and clear this up. I'll get back to you once I know what happened, okay?
Sure. And really, don't feel bad. No matter how it turns out, Faith's happy, and that's what matters most. Thanks for always give another expensive gift to your niece, and this time you used my name? What on earth were you thinking?
Come on, it's not a big deal. I was going over to my sister's place. It's normal to bring something when you visit family. Besides, Kate always tries to be polite and refuses to accept gifts if they seem too much. So I figured if I said it was from you, she'd accept it without hesitation. No harm done, right?
No harm? Dave, this isn't the first time. You've been visiting Kate's house more than twice a month, and every time you bring something, often expensive, and you never ask how I feel about it. You're not just being generous, you're crossing boundaries. Do you realize how uncomfortable this makes me and others around us feel?
It's my money. I work hard for it. I should be able to spend some of it the way I want. What's wrong with making my sister happy? And don't act like it's a crime to be close to my family. I'm just trying to help. Playing with my niece gives Kate a break, and I get to be a good brother. It's a win-win.
I'm not saying being kind to your sister is wrong, but you're acting like that is your priority now, not us. You're pouring attention and affection into your sister's child while your own daughter barely gets a fraction of that. That's what hurts, Dave. You've stopped seeing your own family.
Oh, come on, don't be dramatic. I am a father. I pay all the bills. You're a stay-at-home mom, and you and Sam live comfortably because of me. That's being responsible. You're the one spoiling her. She doesn't need more gifts or hand-holding.
Yes, you provide for us financially, but parenting is not just about paying for things. You hardly talk to Sam when you're home. You never play with her, never ask about her day, never see her. Meanwhile, you bring gifts for your niece every month. New toys, clothes, even electronics. And Sam? She gets nothing. Do you know how that feels for her? For me?
Well, Faith is younger. It's normal to give more attention to little kids. Sam's growing up. She doesn't need that kind of pampering anymore.
That's a convenient excuse. She used to wait by the door for you to come home. She used to ask when Daddy would spend time with her. Now, she doesn't ask anymore. She's given up.
You're overthinking it. She's not asking because she's maturing. Kids grow up.
No, Dave, she's not growing up. She's giving up. She's learning not to expect love from her father. That's not maturity. That's emotional survival.
Look, I don't want to fight about this. Fine, I'll buy her something. I'll give you $300. Get her whatever she wants. Tell her it's from me if that'll make everyone happy.
That's generous, but this isn't about money, Dave. This is about showing up. You can't just throw money at the problem and expect it to go away. Talk to her. Play a game with her. Ask her how her day was. She's your daughter.
Yeah, fine. I said I get it.
No, you don't get it. You're still brushing it off like it's a minor thing. You're being a great uncle to Faith, but you're not being a present father to Sam.
So what, I'm a bad father now? Because I don't talk enough?
No, not a bad father, but a distracted one. One who's investing all his emotional energy into someone else's child while his own is fading into the background. And it's not just me who sees it. Sam feels it too. That's why I'm asking you, before it's too late.
I guess. Maybe I haven't been fair. It's just that things are easier with Kate. She's fun, she laughs, she's not always reminding me what I'm doing wrong. It feels lighter.
And what do you think parenting is, Dave? It's hard, it's heavy, but it's also ours. Sam didn't ask to come into this world. She depends on you to care about her, even when it's not fun, even when it's exhausting.
All right. I'll try harder. I'll spend more time with her. Maybe take her out next weekend or something.
That's a start. Just don't do it out of guilt. Do it because you want her to know she matters.
Okay, I'll talk to her tonight.
Thank you. And one more thing. Don't ever use my name again to cover for something you're doing. If you want to give gifts, own up to it, but don't drag me into it without asking.
You're right. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to make you feel used.
I know. Just remember, this family needs you too. Not just your paycheck, but you. That was her favorite outfit. She was so excited to wear it for the recital. I can't believe this.
I can't believe it either. You didn't tell me it was that kind of dress. A designer brand for a piano recital. Who's she trying to impress?
You said you'd buy her anything she wanted, and I told you it was a dress.
Yeah, you said dress, not a full-blown runway gown. What, you expect me to just nod and smile while my own niece shows up in a second-hand outfit and sees Sam flaunting around in a $300 dress?
So this is what it's about? Faith's feelings again? Why is everything always about Kate's daughter?
Because it's not fair! I told you before, if we're buying Sam something special for piano, then we should get Faith something too! It's not about favoritism, it's about balance. That's what good families do!
Balance? You want to talk about balance? The only thing out of balance in this house is your ability to parent your own child. Sam is the one who's truly hurting here. Your daughter. And yet you only ever seem to care about being the world's greatest uncle. You're not a father. You're a spectator.
Watch it. You're just a stay-at-home wife living off my paycheck, remember? I already compromised by agreeing to let you buy something. You ruined it by going overboard. And you have the nerve to question me? You think you can just disrespect the man who holds this family together?
If you're the one holding it together, Dave, then maybe it's time I let go.
What, you gonna leave me? Good luck supporting yourself and Sam on your own. Don't forget, you're dependent. You couldn't make it 2 months without me. Mel, I'm home. Where's dinner? Why isn't the bath drawn? Are you seriously lying around doing nothing all day? Mel, where the hell are you? The lights are all on, but you're gone. Sam's not here either. What the hell is going on?
We're not at the house anymore. We're staying at my parents' permanently.
What? What are you talking about? You can't just leave!
Check the document on the table. That'll explain everything.
What document? Wait, is this a divorce certificate?
Divorce registration confirmation. Signed by you. You gave it to me, remember?
That was a joke! I never thought you'd actually file it!
Well, I wasn't laughing. Some jokes are just cruel reminders of how little you value us. Turns out, filing it was the easiest decision I've made in years.
But you don't even have a job! You can't seriously think you can survive on your own!
I've already arranged everything. My family runs a small company and they needed help. Someone to cover admin while their accountant's on maternity leave. I used to do finance before I married you.
Now, I'm going back.
You made all these plans without even telling me?
You made your stance clear. You said I should think carefully about my place in this house. I did. And I realized my place isn't beside a man who tears his daughter's dress because of his obsession with keeping things fair for his niece.
You talked to Sam about this?
Yes. She told me she didn't want to see you anymore, that she was tired of being ignored, tired of being second to everyone else. Your actions spoke loud and clear, Dave. Sam heard them. So did I.
Wait! Sam hates me?
She said so herself. She said she felt safer leaving than staying. Do you have any idea what it means for a child to say that about their own father?
You can't do this! We have to talk in person!
No, we're done talking. You had years to be a father. You chose to be a guest in our lives instead.
I'll fight for custody!
Try, but the court won't look kindly on a man who destroys his daughter's dress in a rage.
Mel, please don't do this! Don't take her away! Kate, listen. Things have gotten really bad. Mel just stormed off. She's furious. She took Sam and left. I know she's emotional right now, but if she calms down and hears from you, maybe she'll listen. You're both women, you know? Maybe if she hears a rational voice.
Do you want me to talk to Mel? No, Dave. If anything, I should be talking to you. I'm not here to defend you. In fact, I'm furious with you too.
Wait, what? Mel told you?
She told me everything about how you've been treating Sam like she doesn't matter. You know, I always felt something was off. You came over to our place way too often, always with presents for Faith. I thought maybe I was just imagining things, that you loved both girls and were just trying to help.
I do love them both. The Mel must have exaggerated. I've always done my best for Sam. Maybe not perfect, but I've never meant to hurt her.
Then explain the dress, Dave. The brand name dress Sam wanted to wear to her piano recital. The one you tore right in front of her. She was so excited about that performance, and you destroyed it. Tell me how that's something a loving father does.
I don't know. Maybe I overreacted.
Overreacted? You humiliated her. You broke something she cherished. And all because Faith didn't have the same thing? Don't pretend this is about fairness. This is about you choosing one child over the other.
Come on, Kate, don't turn on me. I've done so much for you. I visited your house twice a month, brought gifts every time. I was trying to be a good brother. I've always cared about you and Faith.
And honestly, I never really appreciated it. You came over too much, unannounced, intrusive. You ruined plans we made as a family of 3. Every time my husband would get tense and quiet because you always had to assert yourself, always had to compete with him.
It was just friendly teasing. A little banter never hurt anyone.
Banter isn't funny if the other person feels belittled, and that's exactly what you did. Belittle him, repeatedly. You were disrespectful, and every time I asked you to stop, you brushed it off like I was overreacting.
So what? Now even hugs are off limits? I can't pat my niece's head or give her a hug without it being creepy?
There's a difference between affection and smothering. You constantly bought Faith toys, sweets, expensive clothes. She's a child. She doesn't need a second father trying to buy her love. You are warping her sense of value and attention and undermining our parenting in the process.
You're unbelievable. So now I'm the bad guy for caring too much? You're just being ungrateful. If that's how it is, then give back everything I ever gave you.
Fine, I'll return it all. I've been saving up for my part-time job. Tell me the account number. I'll transfer every last yen. But let me be clear, the dress you destroyed? I'll be buying the exact same one for Sam. This time from me, and only me.
You're serious?
Dead serious. And while you're at it, talk to Mel. Really talk. That girl has given you more patience than you deserve. And by the way, Mom and Dad are on their way to your place right now.
What? Why? Why did you get them involved? You brought the parents into this? If the neighbors find out, I'll be a laughingstock.
You should have thought of that before you made your own wife and daughter feel invisible, before you tore your daughter's dress like a spoiled child. You're not a victim, Dave. You were the one who caused all this.
Come on, I'm your brother. You can't just cut me off like this.
Yes, you're my brother, but right now, you're not welcome in my home anymore. Don't come over uninvited. Don't bring gifts. Don't call. Not until you've looked at the mirror and figured out why your wife and daughter left.
Kate, please don't do this.
I'm doing it because you did this. Mel deserves peace. Sam deserves a father who puts her first. You've been so obsessed with playing hero in my house that you forgot where your real family is. Fix that before.
Just come back already. This has gone too far. My parents are at the house now and they're furious. I tried messaging them earlier, but they're not even listening to me. The second they walked in, it was like a trial, like they'd already decided I was guilty of everything. Why am I the only one being treated like a criminal here? I swear, I'm really sorry. Can't we just move on from this?
Move on? No, Dave, that's not going to happen. I already spoke to your parents, and they were deeply ashamed of your behavior. They told me we're embarrassed to have raised a son like this. No wonder she wants a divorce. He'll take full responsibility. They support my decision completely.
Wait, seriously? They're okay with you becoming a single mom? That's gonna make you a divorced woman with a kid! Isn't that a huge burden? They're gonna have to house you now, help you out all the time! Wouldn't it be easier if you just came home? This place feels way too empty without you and Sam!
My parents aren't worried at all. In fact, they said they are relieved I'm back. They've been getting older, and the chores around the house are harder these days. They told me that having me around makes them feel more at ease. So thank you for your concern, but we're doing just fine.
So you won't worry about me even a little? I mean, come on, Mel. I know I screwed up, but can't you show some sympathy?
Oh, I don't think so. Not when you never once showed a real concern for Sam. Tell me something honestly. Why did you always treat Faith like a princess while ignoring your own daughter? I deserve to know. Just once. Give me a real answer.
I mean, I don't know. It just sort of happened.
Cut the lies. Just say it.
All right, fine. Because Faith is just cuter, okay? Sam looks like you. Not in a bad way, but just normal. But Faith, She's stunning! She's got that adorable smile, and when she giggles after getting a gift, it's like, I don't know, it melts you. So I guess I just felt more drawn to giving her things.
Unbelievable. So you decided how to treat two children based purely on who looked more like your ideal? Do you hear yourself?
I didn't mean to be cold to Sam. It's just Faith reminds me so much of my little sister when she was young. Back then, my sister used to say she wanted to marry me when she grew up. And Faith, sometimes I wonder if she'll say the same thing. She's gonna grow up to be stunning, no doubt. It's hard not to imagine.
Stop. Just stop. That is disgusting. You're telling me you projected your childhood memories of your sister onto your niece, then played favorites based on that twisted nostalgia? And now you're imagining things? You realize how that sounds, right? It's not just wrong, it's disturbing.
What? You're twisting my words? Now you're insulting me?
I'm stating facts. You were never just being a good uncle. You were looking at that girl through a lens of obsession. And now I thank God you kept your distance from Sam. She didn't need that kind of attention, or lack of it. You fawned over Faith and ignored your own daughter. That's not just favoritism, that's emotional neglect.
You're blowing this way out of proportion. I never said Sam looked bad, and I married you because you were responsible and strong, not because of looks.
Oh, how flattering. Honestly, I regret ever falling for someone like you. But if it gave me the chance to meet Sam, then maybe it wasn't all a waste. She's the only good thing that came from this mess.
I swear I won't do it again, please, Mel. I've learned my lesson. Just give me a second chance.
Sam is thoughtful. She's kind. She's always watching and trying to understand people. She noticed you didn't care. She stopped bringing you up in conversation weeks ago. She was trying not to bother you. A child! No child should have to hide their sadness to protect a parent's feelings. You don't deserve her. And just so we're clear, you'll pay child support, and you'll be receiving instructions from your parents on how to rebuild your life. They seem very motivated to make sure you never make this mistake again.
Come on, Mel. My parents are strict. They're already pissed. I was just starting to build trust with them again. If they think I've ruined my family, it's over for me. This is bad.
Then try fixing it. Do better, but don't ever expect me or Sam to come back. We're moving on, for good.
Please, don't say goodbye like that.
I sincerely apologizing for everything that happened the other day. I never imagined things would get so out of hand. No, please don't apologize. If anything, I should be the one saying sorry. My mom told me what happened, and honestly, I was completely stunned. I still can't believe he actually did that. Yeah, it's hard to wrap my head around too. Apparently, according to him, it was all about preserving memories of Faith. That was his excuse for hiding a voice recorder inside that teddy bear. God, when you put it like that, it sounds even worse. Recording someone like that without their knowledge and inside a gift, no less, that's just beyond wrong. It's not even just about boundaries, it's about trust. And to think, he did all this to his own niece. Honestly, I didn't see it coming, not from Dave. I knew he was emotionally immature, a little selfish, but this crossed a line I didn't even think he was capable of seeing. I know, it's hard to imagine someone from your own family doing something so invasive. And you don't expect it from someone close. Even when something feels off, you kind of brush it aside because, well, it's family. It's so much harder to confront. But I'm really sorry that you had to be the one to uncover it. Honestly, I wouldn't have noticed if it hadn't been for my husband. He was the one who took the teddy bear away when it started making those odd noises. He tore it open, literally, and there it was. A tiny recorder, tucked inside like it was part of the stuffing.
God, that must have been a shock.
It was, and to be honest, I think I went numb for a moment. Not because I was scared, but because part of me was almost expecting something like this. Dave's obsession with Faith had been escalating. It wasn't just the visits and the gifts. It was the way he looked at her, the way he talked about her like she was some doll to cherish rather than a child with her own mind. It was unhealthy, and I think I ignored that for far too long.
It's not your fault. None of this is. I kept brushing it off too. Every time you tried to bring something up about his behavior, I defended him because I wanted to believe he was harmless. But now I realize I let my guard down, and I let him get too close to my daughter. That's on me. How's Faith holding up?
She doesn't know. We haven't told her. As far as she's concerned, her uncle just got into a fight with your husband and got banned from visiting. She's still upset. She said, "I hate Uncle Dave." But my husband told her it's okay to be angry if someone does something wrong. He said he's happy to be the bad guy if it means protecting her. I think he's trying to take the heat off everyone else.
That's really admirable. He sounds like a good man.
Yeah, he really is. Quiet type, doesn't talk much, but when it matters, he steps up. Unlike Dave, who always had a lot to say but never really said anything worth saying. The kind of man who thinks showing up with toys and gifts replaces actual parenting.
Honestly, I wish Sam had someone like your husband as a father. She's been through so much already, and to think that her own dad, well, let's just say she deserves better.
She's lucky to have you, Mel. That's what really matters. You're strong, you're protective, and you don't back down when things get hard. That's what kids need, not flashy presents or empty praise.
Still, I feel like I've let Sam down by letting this whole thing happen around her. She was there when the teddy bear was torn apart. She saw the pieces fall to the ground. She asked if the bear was broken because she was being bad. It broke my heart.
Oh, Mel.
But I just smiled and said the bear had a little cold and we'd fix it soon. I can't let her carry the weight of adults' mistakes. Not again. She deserves a childhood free of all this mess.
And she'll have one. Because you're protecting her. That's more than a lot of kids can say.
Still, thank you for believing me, for not taking Dave's side.
Of course not. You were right from the start, and I was too blind to see it. But I've learned my lesson. I won't let that kind of blind loyalty get in the way of protecting Faith again.
If there's anything I can do to make things right, or ease the strain Faith might be feeling.
No, it's okay. Actually, since Faith still believes the bear came from you, I was thinking of replacing it with something else, something safe and sweet. I'll say it's another gift from Auntie Mel. A peace offering of sorts.
Kate, you don't have to go through the trouble, really.
It's no trouble at all. After all, it was supposed to be from you, right? And besides, you've sent Sam so many cute outfits and thoughtful little things. It's only fair I pitch in for the kids, too.
You really are a wonderful mom.
We're both just doing our best, Mel, and we're lucky our daughters have each other.
After everything came to light, Dave was cornered by my in-laws. They confronted him without holding back, and under their intense questioning, he finally broke down and confessed to everything, every lie, every secret. There was no more running, no more pretending. They made him swear right then and there that he would never come near me or Sam again. That promise wasn't just made to me, it was made to Kate's entire family as well. The fallout was immediate. Dave had no choice but to cancel the lease on his apartment.
He was practically dragged back to his parents' home, where he's now living under strict surveillance. He's not allowed to go out unless it's for work, and even then, there are rules and expectations. His parents keep a close watch on his every move. From what I've heard, he's living with a heavy sense of shame, constantly reminded of what he did and who he hurt. Apparently, the house feels suffocating, but it's nothing less than what he deserves. As for the gifts Dave had been sending, especially to Kate and her daughter, Kate's husband took it upon himself to examine each and every one. He wanted to make sure there was nothing hidden, no tricks, no emotional manipulation wrapped up in pretty paper. He sorted through everything, determining what could be safely discarded, what needed to be replaced entirely, and what was best left in the past. In the end, they threw most of it away. No one wanted any reminders of him lingering around. I used to think the way Dave doted on one child while neglecting another was revolting. He acted like Sam barely existed while showering Kate's daughter with gifts and attention. It was disgusting. But now, after seeing the whole picture, I've come to realize something else. Even the ones who were put on a pedestal suffer in their own way. Having expectations forced on you, being the object of someone's twisted affection, it's not as easy as I thought. Being on the receiving end of such suffocating devotion can be just as damaging as being ignored. These days, Sam and I are living peacefully at my parents' home. It's quiet, stable, and full of warmth, something we both desperately needed. I've gone back to work, and the rhythm of daily life has returned. But more importantly, Sam is doing better than ever. He's smiling more, laughing freely, and even sleeping through the night without nightmares. I didn't realize how much the tension with Dave had been affecting him until it was gone. And financially, things are stable now too. Dave agreed, under pressure from both our families, to pay all of Sam's child support in one lump sum. It's not about the money, but having that security means I can focus entirely on giving Sam the love and support he deserves without having to constantly worry about the future. Looking back, I'm grateful things unraveled the way they did. The truth came out, painful as it was. And now we're free from the web of lies Dave had been spinning. There are still moments when the weight of the past sneaks up on me, but they're fewer and far between. We're healing. Slowly, yes, but steadily. Every day, Sam and I move a little further away from the damage Dave caused and a little closer to the life we deserve. I don't know what kind of person Dave will be after this. Maybe he'll reflect and grow. Maybe he won't. That's not my concern anymore. My focus is on Sam, on protecting his happiness, his future, and our peace. And for the first time in a long time, I can say with certainty, we're going to be okay.